and open-minded. You're going to need an open heart and an open mind to travel this path. And it's a spiritual path, and it's going to introduce things that they do not normally teach us or talk to us about, because I feel those that have the power to be want to keep everybody suppressed and unconscious. And this journey is about the journey inward, the spiritual path. It's about you confronting yourself, your crap, and coming to the truth of who you are, which is a divine being. And you have a divine spark of God that lives inside you. Or what if you want to call it something else, because I don't want to offend anybody by saying God. But there's so much more to life than we realize. And this show is going to take us on a journey and introduce all kinds of different modalities and people and their consciousness, their beliefs. And so hopefully you'll join me on this. And I just want to say today on the way over here, we're getting so many signs that I feel we're traveling in the right direction. Between license plates and Michael, who is filming this for us, he put on a t-shirt today, is Mesa Verde, and I have my Mesa with me, and Mesa means table, and here we are. So we had a lot of butterflies coming around, white butterflies, which I feel is transformation. So we're going to begin this journey, and hopefully you'll stay on the path with us. And for those that watch it, I feel you're meant to be here. For those that dismiss it, I wish you a good journey wherever life takes you. So I want to talk about having an open mind and an open consciousness. Because if you don't have those tools, an open heart, that's where you truly connect, is to your heart, not your mind. Your mind is a processor. Your heart opens you to all that there is. You can talk to a rock, a tree, an animal, whatever is in existence, I feel comes through your heart, not your mind. For me, I hear voices in my head talk to me, but they're not like I'm speaking to you. It's more like a telepathy message. And sometimes I see things, feel things. So I also feel everything has frequency and vibration. And if you want to stay on this path, you're going to be challenged by yourself, your ideologies, your belief systems. All those things will be put in your face. And you'll be shown things and look at things that are just way out there. But if you can stay on the path and keep your heart and mind open and just really look at it without judging, no judgment, you're going to change. Because life itself is constant change. And if you choose not to change, life will wash over you, and life will change you. Whether it's for the better or the worse, life is going to do whatever it needs to do. It is always moving forward. My mother just passed away in March, and life didn't blink an eye. It's like it wasn't even here. And nobody even knows except for the people that are in that life and close to that person. So either you can step into the flow, connect to Source and God, and life and creation will love you and care for you because you are part of it. You're not separate from it. That's a misconception that they teach us, that we're separate, that, you can't talk to God. You have to go see somebody else to talk. God is right here with us right now. It's in the trees. It's in the grass. It's everywhere. And I'm always talking to God. I get up in the morning. I say, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the lessons. And what are we going to do today? So have an open mind, have an open heart, and see where this takes you. Because if you can stay on this long enough, you're going to transform. You won't be the person you were 6 months ago or a year ago. If you want, and there's no limit to how far you can go. You can decide to say, you know what, I'm getting off, I'm sitting down, I'm not going any further. But you can keep going. It's endless. The knowledge and the wisdom and the universe is full of endless possibilities. We're always thinking, well, I have to do it this way. And then, you know what? You just obliterated all the possibilities. The universe can do things a lot better and faster than we can. All you have to do is put your energy, your intent, and focus that out into the universe. The universe is a giant mirror. Whatever you're resonating at, it's going to bring to you. So if you're angry and full of hate, jealous, all those lower frequencies will obliterate your life. And they're not going to destroy anybody else. They're going to destroy everything that comes into your life. Or you can tap into compassion, tolerance, understanding, love, joy. And not to be judgmental, because we don't know what that soul is going through, or its journey, or the contract it made to come here, and the lessons that it came here to learn. So we try not to judge anybody. We just accept things the way they are, and we have the power to change things. You have free will, and there's divine will. Your free will even overrides God's will, because God gave all of us free will. So if you want to do things the hard way, the universe is going to accommodate you. If you can step out of your free will and go with divine will, because the universe and God has a purpose for us to be here. And whatever that purpose is, we might not be aware of it at the time and don't know the direction life is supposed to take us. But if we surrender to that process, we will wind up at our destination. And it's all about being happy and experiencing, love. That's what life is. I feel God itself is pure unconditional love. That's God to me. It's in the trees, it's in the everything, it's in the bugs, it's in the people. So if you can hold that frequency and stay there, magnificent things will happen in your life. I feel miracles. Every day we get, life itself is a miracle. If you change if you change the percentages of oxygen, nitrogen, any of these things, everything is in perfect balance to create life. You change one of those things, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, because we wouldn't even exist. So you have to learn to trust the process, and to have faith and trust. It has to be really strong, because on the journey, you'll come across things, you'll be challenged, tested, whatever you want to say. And if your faith and trust is not rock solid and anchored into Source or God, you'll face things like fear, anger, hate, jealousy, doubt. All those things, if they can get in, they will fracture you and they will consume you. And at some point, they'll get into your mind. And then you'll start to have fear. You'll be afraid to do things, to try things. You'll be afraid to move forward in your life. We're taught, what do? You get up, you go to work, you get married, you have kids, you go to work, get up, raise your kids, get it. It's the same scenario over and over. And we get trapped in that routine. It becomes a giant hamster wheel. We're not taught that, use your consciousness. Create, manifest. No, we're taught you have to go to work. You have to work 40 hours, 80 hours, work hard to get what you want. The universe will bring it to you and provide for you, because I'm speaking from my own experiences, because I've had miracles happen in my life. So, and it's there for everybody. This path is open for anybody who wants to step on it. And hopefully, by what me and Michael are doing today with the show Outside the Box, that you'll come on this journey and experience different things. Take what you need and leave the rest. What works for somebody doesn't work for somebody else. So just trust your inner guidance system. Allow it to speak to you. And also, if you're coming from a lower frequency, it will disrupt your guidance system. Your guidance system will not be telling you the truth. Your inner voice, your intuition, will be corrupted, and it will tell you things that aren't true. The only way to make sure it's connected is to come through an open heart, to come through love, and you can ask like 3 times, see if you get the same answer. And also, where is this coming from? Where am I getting this information from? Because I feel, that there are things out there that will try to corrupt that signal and tell you what to do. Like I feel mankind has been killing each other since the beginning. They haven't learned anything, and they keep doing the same thing over and over. So if we don't wake up as a species, right now I feel if it was a football game, we're on the 2-minute warning. Everybody's so concerned about climate change. We'll be long gone before anything like that affects us. You have poisoned the water you're drinking, you have poisoned the food you're eating, you poisoned the air you're breathing. Everything has become so toxic. We get all these kinds of funky cancers, all these illnesses, and nobody's concerned about clean up the environment, clean the air, clean the water, clean up the food, stop with all the chemicals, the preservatives, and all that stuff, the insecticides, pesticides. There are natural ways to do things. We don't look at it because it's about the money. So, and money, you know what? When the crap hits the fan, you can't eat it, you can't drink it, you can't breathe it. So it's more important to have food, water, and air because that sustains us as a being. Without those things, we wouldn't be here. And we need to honor the earth. It's a living thing. It has a consciousness, just like you and me. And indigenous people have shamans or whoever has the ability to connect to those beings. And you don't have to be a shaman. There are people that channel. There's a multiple of people out there with multiple gifts of different kinds that connect them in different ways. So you just need to be open and stop having the doubt and the fear. And this is not evil. We get into the dogma of religion. We get into the ideologies, the belief systems. Who teaches us all that stuff? It's either the schools, the religion, our families, our friends, and what is their consciousness like? Where are they sourcing from? Are they keep perpetuating the same thing over and over? My father was an abusive to my mother, and he had to, he would always beat her up. I had the opportunity to walk in his footprints or make my own path and leave my own footprints. So, he didn't have the tools or the consciousness to wake up. When I was younger, I hated him. Couldn't wait to get old enough to beat him up. And as I got older, I started to acquire more wisdom and knowledge.